What's good, YouTube? Kill Cam back on the R6. Coming here today. It's Thursday afternoon. It's gorgeous outside. First off, I want to say if you're coming from Instagram, Kill Cam R6, I appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button. I think this will be my 19th video on YouTube. So yeah, cheers to that, mates. But today's topic is why I did one of my previous videos was why I chose the Yamaha R6. Now today my video is gonna be why I wanted to get introduced in the bike life and how I made that happen. So first off, why I was interested in getting a motorcycle, how I made it happen, and I'm gonna have some like subtopics in there too, because I want you guys to think that this is not my daily driver. I do have another car, so I'm not on this thing every day in the rain. Yeah, but it all started, back to my story, it all started really, I always liked fast cars. I was 16 years old, didn't have a fast car, started with a Corolla. So as you can tell, I don't know if you guys know what a Corolla is, you should, because they're everywhere. They're not very fast cars, obviously. So as a 16-year-old, I was just happy to be behind the wheel of anything. I didn't really care. I could speed in anything at 16. Okay, and then when I was 18, I happened to get a brand new Scion TC. No, I say I was probably 19. I was 19, and still this thing was still there. I just always wanted to go fast. Actually, I got the SV before the TC, so scratch that. Basically, I just got the Corolla. I got really just like into cars, into bikes. I was just like, I don't know, I was just growing up. That's just always, I don't know, you see motorcycles, and I was always told, no, they're dangerous, no this, no that, no blah blah blah. Even my mom, like I was still living at home when I had a motorcycle, when I went to go take my course and everything. I remember my mom, I was like, just one day, it wasn't like I even put my foot down, it was just one day I just decided that's what I wanted to do. And I'm the type of person where if I actually if I say I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. Like that's just how I was raised. You gotta be a man of your word. But yeah, I said I was gonna get a motorcycle, and my mom was totally against it. And the funny story about that was, my dad, I remember talking to my parents, be like, I want to get a motorcycle. At 18, I went in there, I was like, I want to get a motorcycle. My dad just starts laughing. And my mom's face, she got so red, she was so mad. And my dad's just laughing, and I'm just like, wait, why is my dad laughing? A little backstory behind that, my dad has been trying to convince my mom for like the last 8 to 10 years to let him get a motorcycle, and she was just like, no, they're not safe, blah 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 blah. And I'm 18 and I walk into the room saying I want one, so he just lost it. So yeah, I remember doing that, and then my mom was like, no, they're not safe. And then I don't know like what went across her mind. I don't think if she actually thought I would do it, but I think the week after that, I just went because you have to be 18 to take the course. I went and took the course, and I showed her my license where it said motorcycle also, and she was floored. It was awesome. That look on her face, I can just picture it right now. It was priceless. She was so floored. And then yeah, and then right after that, it just skyrocketed. I was looking into helmets, gloves, bikes, because before that I just took the course. I didn't have a bike. I didn't buy a bike before I took the course, which I do recommend y'all take the course before you buy a bike. That's a different topic, but still, I took the course. I was super hyped. Had my license, Florida license said obviously driver's license, but it said motorcycle also on the bottom. Floored about that at 18. Yeah, right after that, and then she was like, oh, he's serious. And then yeah, I bought a helmet, and then one day I brought home a bike, and that's how that story went. And look where I'm at now, folks. I'm not saying everyone's story is going to be like that, but if you want something, I guess the moral of the story is if you want something, you got to go get it sometimes. Hopefully that makes sense to you. But yeah, but like I said, I've just always, you guys don't have to go fast on these things. You don't have to get a sport bike. You can get a cruiser. The cruisers are fine. I can have just as much fun cruising. I mean, it's just to each their own. You don't have to go fast all the time. But what I do recommend is if you don't know like the road rules very well and you're not a very good car driver, I would say I wouldn't recommend one of these to you, honestly, because there's just so much. As opposed to a car, you're just in a car. Yes, there's dangers like that idiot, but then you have like potholes. You only have 2 wheels here, as you would obviously know. But I'm saying there's so many just different factors that if you're already a bad driver, it's just gonna assist. It's just gonna hurt you even more being on a bike. And I don't want y'all to get hurt. I don't ever want someone to be like, Kill Cam told me I can get a bike. He said I didn't make my mom's permission. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying you just gotta be mature about it, and if you are gonna be about it, you just stick with it and be safe. This is number one, okay? I just really don't want to actually get there where I have a lot of viewers and then have these younger kids. I want to be a good role model per se. But yeah, that's what I did. Took the course, bought a helmet, got a bike, lurfed on the first bike. Another story with that bike. I've only been down once, knock on wood, and it was on my first bike. I've never laid this bike down yet, and I really don't want to do it, but if it happens, it happens. Life happens. But yeah, I was only going like 22, 23 miles an hour maybe. And I hit some gravel, and my back tire slipped out. I wasn't really too hurt. Like, it just caught my ankle. My ankle was fine. Wrist was fine. It was just basically my elbow, actually. I was wearing gloves. Wasn't too hard of a fall. It was just gravel, so it wasn't going too fast. Didn't really mess up the bike or anything, so it was all good. Learning experience. But that's like another point. When you buy your first bike, you don't need a brand new bike, because that bike's gonna hit the pavement. This bike right here has hit the pavement, not because of me, but because my friend's girlfriend knocked it over. Well, like I said, life happens, so it's not gonna be pristine. You know what I'm saying? So you don't need a brand new bike. It's gonna get a scratch on it. You're gonna drop it. You're gonna do something. So yeah, I'm just trying to tell it how it is. That's my little ramble. Yeah. But yeah, I really honestly, when growing up, I was always told, no, they're not safe, no this, no that, and then I just really got into them really quickly, and then it just blew up. I was about it. I learned. I took my time with it, honestly. Of course I was going fast, but that's just because I was a younger kid. I'm still a kid, kind of at heart. So yeah, that's my little backstory for you all YouTubers, y'all watchers. Yeah, I'm gonna have tons of more videos, so if y'all would just hit that subscribe button. Follow me on Instagram, KillCamR6. It's pretty hot out, man. I'm sweating balls. My bike says 210, so I know she's hot. So yeah, I'm gonna let y'all go, get some air.